Here's a complete breakdown of every music performer to have a national hit in the United States in the country music genre prior to 1940. Hillbilly music was at one time considered an acceptable label for what is now known as country music. The label coined it in 1925 by country pianist Al Hopkins, and this lasted until the 1950s. In the early 20th century, artists began to utilize the Hillbilly label. The term country music gained popularity in the 1940s in preference to the earlier term hillbilly music. It came to encompass Western music, which evolved parallel to hillbilly music from similar roots in the mid-20th century. The term country music is used today to describe many styles and subgenres. Country music is a genre of U.S. popular music that originated in the southern U.S. in the 20s. It takes its root in the southeastern genre of the United States, such as folk music, especially Appalachian folk music, and blues music. Blues modes have been used extensively throughout its recorded history. Country music often consists of ballads and dance tunes with generally simple forms and harmonies, accompanied by mostly string instruments such as banjos, guitars, dobros, and fiddles. The origins of country music are the folk music of working-class Americans who blended popular songs, Irish and Celtic fiddle tunes, traditional English ballads, cowboy songs, and various musical traditions from European immigrant communities. One of the very first nationwide hit songs in 1891 was a version of Turkey in the Straw, a song actually first popular in 1834. A version by Billy Golden even includes some now racist lyrics. Billy Golden was an American blackface comic and singer who was a popular recording artist in the 1890s up to the 1910s. Turkey in the Straw was a #1 hit for 7 weeks in 1891, an old folk tune redone in a commercial vaudeville version. We don't classify this as country, but it is a folk song and shows the influence.
Pilot saw a winking at his mother-in-law. Turkey in the straw, a turkey in the hay. I kicked about, turned about the high, took a fall. Up a tune called Turkey in the straw.
The first nationally known hillbilly music star in the United States, when he was already in his 50s, was Fiddlin' John Carson, born in March 1868, lived until December 1949, an American old-time fiddler and an early recorded country musician. Between 1923 and 25, he had 6 nationwide hit songs. Released on OK Records, his first hit was The Little Old Log Cabin in the Lane, which went to #9 nationally in 1923. His biggest hit would come soon after, You Will Never Miss Your Mother Until She's Gone, a #2 hit in 1924 and one of the top 10 songs of the year.
Things about the place now, and it's dark as they have grown. You'll never hear them singing in the cane. But the only friend that's left here is that good old dog of mine, and the little old log cabin in the lane.
Carson Robeson was an American country music singer and songwriter born in August 1890, lived until March 1957. Robeson started a professional collaboration with Vernon Dalhart, one of the era's most notable singers. Through his relationship, Robeson realized huge success, mainly as a songwriter, but also as a musician, accompanying Dalhart on guitar, harmonica, and whistling. In one of their first collaborations, Robeson accompanied Dalhart on the landmark recording of Wreck of the Old 97 and The Prisoner's Song, which would eventually become country music's first million seller. During this period, Robeson also became a successful composer of event songs, which recounted current events or tragedies in a predictable fashion, usually concluding in a moral lesson. He had 10 nationwide hit songs between 1924 and 1948. His first hit was Whistling the Blues Away, a #10 nationwide hit in 1924 on Victor Records. His biggest hit would be When Your Hair Has Turned to Silver, a #4 hit in 1931. And one of his other classics is a duet with Gene Austin. Way Down Home went to #9 in 1925.
I ain't forgotten about the corn and the cotton and the fields of a new mown hay. Way down yonder, that's where I want to wander at the end of a perfect day.
Henry Whittier, or Henry Whittier, depending on the label, had one hit song in 1924 on OK Records, Wreck of the Southern Old 97 went to number 12 nationally in 1924. Though he did not write the song, Henry Whittier was the first one to record the old-time railroad ballad. Vernon Dalhart was a country musician and a light opera singer. The Prisoner song was such a massive hit that it went to number 1 for him in 1925, and again later at the end of the year at Christmas, it hit number 1 again. He was born under the name Marion Slaughter in April 1883, living till September 1948. Better known by his stage name Vernon Dalhart, a country music singer and songwriter, he recorded the first country song to sell over 1 million copies. Between 1917 and 1929, he had 27 nationwide hits in the United States. Dalhart had a hit single with his 1924 recording of The Wreck of the Old 97, a classic American ballad about the derailment of fast mail train number 97 in Danville, Virginia in 1903. Recorded for the Victor Talking Machine Company, the song alerted the national record companies to the existence of a sizable market for country music vocals. It became the first Southern song to become a national success. With The Prisoner song as the B-side, the single eventually sold as many as 7 million copies, a huge number for the 1920s. He was awarded a gold disc by the Recording Industry Association of America and was the biggest selling non-holiday record in the first 70 years of recorded music and records. Wanting to repeat the success of the single, the Victor Company sent Ralph Peer to the Southern Mountains in 1927 to facilitate the Bristol sessions. These sessions led to the discovery of some of the biggest country stars coming up. Ernest Van Pop Stoneman had one hit in 1925. The Titanic was a huge hit, hitting number 3 nationally in the United States, a million seller on OK Records about the famous ship. Ernest Stoneman was born in May 1893, living until June 1968, an American musician ranked among the prominent recording artists of country music's first commercial decade. He was born in a log cabin in Virginia. He would marry Hattie Frost in 1918 and have 23 children, 13 of whom would survive to adulthood. In 1925, Ralph Peer directed him through several sessions for OK and Victor Records. In 1926, he added family musicians to his group for a full string band sound. In 1927, Stoneman helped Peer conduct the legendary Bristol sessions that led to the discovery of the Carter family and Jimmy Rogers. He continued to be active in recording through 1929.
When they were building the Titanic, they said what they could do. They were going to build a ship that the water could not go through. But God with his mighty hand showed to the world it could not stand. It was sad when that great ship went down.
Johnny Marvin had 16 hits nationwide between 1926 and 1929 for OK Records and Columbia Records. His first hit, Clap Hands, Here Comes Charlie, hit number 8 in 1926, soon followed by the number 1 classic, Breezin' Along with the Breeze, a number 1 hit. Johnny Marvin was born in July 1897, living until December 1944, an early recording artist starting in 1924 and covering a 20-year period for many record labels. He was not a country artist himself directly, but eventually he would write Western songs for Gene Autry, and his influence can be heard in his earlier hits from the 20s, including yodeling on his number 1 hit, Breezin'.
The sky is the only roof I have over my head. And when I'm weary, Mother Nature makes me a bed. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze.